Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm your host, Ron Nicoletti. Hope you had a very Merry Christmas, but we got a great card on Thursday, December 26th. Let's take a look at those track and weather conditions. We've had some showers throughout the morning. The main track listed is good. The races have been taken off the turf. The first race, 6 furlong maiden claiming event for maiden filly 2-year-olds. 7 runners going post with the off-time favorite number 5, Mythic.
They're off. A very good beginning for Mythic. Genebra also fast onto the gate, and between them, Tina's Coming is sent along, and these three go out for the lead together. And Sawyer's away running in fourth, 2.5 lengths off of them, and they're 5 lengths clear of the others, headed by Trio of Mischief, Fantastic Voyage to the inside, and Sweet Paola is last as they race past the half-mile pole. And now Genebra and Kendrick Carmouche have the lead. They run by a quarter in 22 and 2, 3/4 of a length ahead of Tina's Coming in second, while Mythic rides the rail and is a comfortable third. Break of another 2 to Sawyer. Trio of Mischief is picking it up from fifth with 5 lengths to make up, and they've left the others well behind as they come toward the quarter pole. Genebra, Tina's Coming to the outside. 2.5 back to Mythic. Trio of Mischief continues to gain from fourth. Then it's Sawyer, and they're into the stretch, and it's Tina's Coming. Tina's Coming, the one to catch to the 8th pole. Mythic on the outside, full out second. Genebra third, and then comes Trio of Mischief in fourth, and now Mythic draws alongside and right past Tina's Coming, and Mythic and Corey Lannery pull away in the late strides to win by about 4 in the end. Tina's Coming was second, and then Trio of Mischief and Fantastic Voyage.
The favorite, number 5, Mythic, draws off to win the opener, owned by Eclipse Thoroughbred Partners, trained by Wayne Catalano, ridden to victory today by Corey Lannery. Second race, originally scheduled for 5 furlongs on the turf, now on the main track. Maiden event, maiden fillies and mares, 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. Stretch the 1, the 2, and the 6. Note, first time Lasix on number 4. Beautiful miss.
They're off. And a good start for Town Tour. Town Tour right to the front. Braided is away running in second. Then it's Forever Road to the outside, and right in behind them is Warm-Hearted Windy. At the back of the field are Swan Quarter and Beautiful Miss as they run for the far turn. Town Tour on top by 1.5 lengths. Forever Road on the outside second. Braided rides the rail third. 3 furlongs out, 2 lengths off the lead. 3.5 back to Warm-Hearted Windy. And then it's Swan Quarter and Beautiful Miss. They're in 22 and 3/4. They're coming to the top of the stretch. Town Tour and Forever Road together at the top of the lane. Forever Road on the outside. Town Tour under a drive. Forever Road going better than Town Tour, and Forever Road kicks on. Forever Road and Jonathan Gonzalez pulling away now as Braided takes second to the outside, and Town Tour gives way to third. Forever Road. Sharp in victory here by 2.5 over Braided, then Town Tour and Warm-Hearted Windy.
Nice looking performance by number 9, Forever Road, owned by Barbara Curtin, trained by Carl Domino, ridden to victory today by Jonathan Gonzalez. We'll take a short break and be back for third race action in just a moment or two.
ExpressBet brings you a whole new way to play the races. An easier, better way to wager on your favorite tracks. With a more streamlined interface for faster wagering. With more handicapping insights from our world-class experts. With more racetracks, nearly 200 to choose from. And with your personalized multi-view wagering screen, your tracks, your wager pad, and your video are all on one page. It's simply the best way to play the races. Your way. Welcome to ExpressBet. Your way to play.
Ocala Breeder Sales Company, where champions and Grade 1 stakes winners are sold, presents the next event on our sales calendar. The OBS Winter Mix Sale, January 22nd through 24th. OBS, we measure success by performance.
Welcome back for our third race of the afternoon. It's a 6 furlong sprint, and it's for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. We have 8 runners going to the post. Note, the number 1 will race without Lasix.
They're off. Shepherd's Fury comes out running on the lead. Norway Star out fast too. New Englander on the far outside. Rainy Rain and Dot Those Eyes from the rail. They're all out for the front. And now New Englander will be taken back off the pace and let the top four go up front. Then Shalala, Exclusive Sage, and Tiger Key. And they're moving for the turn where it's Dot Those Eyes, who has come through on the inside to grab the lead. Norway Star is second, 22 3/4. They're a half length apart, and Rainy Rain is 2.5 lengths off of them. New Englander is now guided inside of Rainy Rain, about to take third. Then comes Shalala, followed by Tiger Key and Shepherd's Fury on the outside. Exclusive Sage is last, and Norway Star has taken over the lead from Dot Those Eyes as they come to the top of the stretch. And New Englander is 2.5 lengths off of them. A 45 4.5 mile. They're into the stretch. Norway Star. New Englander on the outside comes on. Dot Those Eyes now angling off the rail, trying to get back into it. It is Norway Star. New Englander. Dot Those Eyes gives way. New Englander draws up alongside of Norway Star, and New Englander's in front. Dylan Davis and New Englander on to victory from Norway Star. Dot Those Eyes was third, and then Shalala.
Number 8, New Englander wins for trainer Peter Walder, owned by Marshall Mack, Aventura Stable, and Laurie Moore, and ridden to victory today by apprentice Dylan Davis. Fourth race, a 6-furlong sprint contested on a good main track. It's for 2-year-old fillies, and we have one scratch to report in here. Number 6, Speckles.
They're off. Magic Lily out for the lead. Who is this lady on the inside? Also sent for speed. On the far outside, Early Glory and Whisper Wisdom are close up with Kenny's Addie Blue in between horses. Then Who is this lady? Followed by Springtime Anna, who's at the back of the field as they move for the turn. It's Hard Knocking Lady on the rail. Early Glory between and Whisper Wisdom on the outside. 3 of them in a line through a 22 2 first quarter. 2 lengths back to Magic Lily on the inside, and then it's Who is this lady and Kenny's Addie Blue, and a long way last is Springtime Anna. Round the far turn, and Whisper Wisdom on the outside has taken a neck lead. Whisper Wisdom, Early Glory under a ride along the rail. Here's Who is this lady circling up on the far outside. Magic Lily coming 3 wide, and they're into the stretch. Magic Lily now up to grab the lead, angling to the inside. Whisper Wisdom checked a bit. Who is this lady is now second, trying to come and get Magic Lily. Magic Lily is right on the rail. Who is this lady down the center of the track? These two clear the others, and Magic Lily's in front. Magic Lily, Who is this lady? Down to the wire. Magic Lily. From Who is this lady? Then Whisper Wisdom, Hard Knocking Lady, and Springtime Anna.
Number 2, Magic Lily wins it for Rontos Racing Stable Corporation, trained by Manny Espora, and that is apprentice Jose Osorio Jr. getting the traditional bath from his fellow jockeys for his first lifetime victory. Fifth race contested at 1 mile on a good main track. It's a starter allowance for 3-year-olds and up. Scratch the 2, 3, 4, 8, 10, 14, and 15. The jockey on the 12 is Corey Lannery.
They're off. And away to an even beginning. Broom Street on the far outside came out of the gate well. Don't Slip now with early speed, and coming through an opening on the inside is Spiro Tune to show some early speed as the field races out of the chute. Spiro Tune is now the leader. Hopefully Lucky on the inside takes second. In behind the leaders, Tanitas follows in third. Then to the outside, it's Box Office, Broom Street on the far outside. Tis Liberty is after that, and then Le Mans toward the inside. In the back of the fielder, Don't Slip, and Decaf again. 25 flat, an easy opening quarter mile as the field moves up the back stretch. Spiro Tune on the outside is the leader by a head. Hopefully Lucky has the rail and runs along in second as they race past the half-mile pole and move for the far turn. Then it's Broom Street in third. Tis Liberty goes up on the far outside after a 47 4.5 mile. Then Box Office in between horses. Tanitas has the rail. A length farther back to Le Mans, who's angled to the outside for a clear run, and Le Mans got 6 lengths to make up as they round the turn. And then it's Don't Slip and Decaf again. A 40 1 long shot. Spiro Tune has a 2-length lead as they come to the top of the stretch. And then it's Broom Street into the outside, 'Tis Liberty. And now 'Tis Liberty takes over the lead at the top of the stretch. 'Tis Liberty. And Corey Lannery pulling away to a 2.5 length lead here. And then it's Broom Street. Spirotune is back into third as 'Tis Liberty runs away to the wire. 'Tis Liberty strong here, won it by 6 in the end. And then it was Broom Street second, followed by Le Mans and Spirotune.
Number 12, 'Tis Liberty wins it, gives jockey Corey Lannery his second victory on the card. Owned by Hot Scott Racing Stables in Purple Shamrock, trained by Bobby Hess Jr. Let's take a short break. We'll be back for the 6th in a minute.
Racing towards the line, academic probation. She learned her lessons in the race, and she gets the diploma. Academic probation.
Here's Rank has privileges to the lead. Thunder Run on the outside. Ring Weekend backs up to second against the rail. Rank has privileges to win it.
Multiple Grade 1 stakes winner Einstein. Sire of impressive debut winners at Keeneland and Churchill Downs in his first crop. Standing at Adena Springs.
A love of horses and a commitment to excellence have come together in the heart of Florida's Marion County. Owned by lifelong horseman Benjamin Leon Jr., Basilou Stables has assembled top-notch thoroughbreds, breeding and racing the champions of today and tomorrow. Breeders' Cup winner Royal Delta has thrilled the racing world with back-to-back wins in the Ladies' Classic. As a multi-year sponsor of the Fountain of Youth and the Florida Derby, Basilou Stables is a proud sponsor of Gulfstream Park.
Welcome back for our 6th race, a 6-furlong sprint maiden claiming event for maiden 3-year-olds and upward. One jockey change, number 4, Keaton, make the rider, Corey Lannery.
They're off. A tangled beginning for first-time starter Put It Forward. It is Time Thief 2 who goes out to the front. Ronto's Code is right alongside, and these two are nose-to-nose on the lead. Bright Guy a length and a half off of them. Ketone is away running in 4th. Up the rail comes Majestic Hollywood, who's now 4 lengths off the lead. Then it's the Colchi on the far outside at Monte Sarchio, and after a tangled start, Put It Forward is way off the pace. A 22-3 opening quarter mile. Ronto's Code. Ketone now moving up alongside. Bright Guy is between those two. These three lined up, just under 3 furlongs remain. The Colchi is 4th on the far outside. Then Majestic Hollywood, followed by Time Thief 2 and Monte Sarchio. And Ketone has taken the lead as they come to the top of the stretch. A 45 4/2 mile. They're into the stretch. Ketone with a 2-length lead. Opening up at the 8th pole from Ronto's Code. Majestic Hollywood trying to put in a late run. Then Time Thief 2 and the Colchi on the outside. But it's Ketone in front as they come down to the wire. And Ketone is going to go on to victory here by 4 in the end over Majestic Hollywood, who edges out Time Thief 2 for second, and Ronto's Code was 4th.
Number 4, Keaton scores for Andrew Farm, trained by Liz Gray, and that gives jockey Corey Lannery his 3rd victory on the card. The 7th race, 1 mile on the main track, a maiden 2-year-olds, scratch the 3 Juba. Note the jockey on the 14 is Jose Lescano.
They're off. Condestable on the far outside. Proud Max with some early speed. Harpoon is right there as well. And coming through on the inside is Tapecero along with Daring David and Aggrandizement in between horses as the field races out of the chute. And up the rail now it's Gaining Ground. And now Gaining Ground's going to grab the lead. Aggrandizement running in 2nd. Street Chief is up in 3rd. Harpoon is 4th. In between horses, First Bid goes up in 5th. And then it's Commandment 6th on the inside, followed by Tapicero, break of 2 to Daring David. Caramelleos after that, then Proud Max, Tout to the inside, Condestable, followed by Flat in Charge. And a long way last here is Soro Kaima. The opening quarter was in 23-1, and they pass a half-mile pole in 46 seconds flat. And it's Gaining Ground with the lead. On top by a length and a half, first bid, running in between horses in second. Harpoon is there on the far outside. Street Chief in between horses. Aggrandizement is down at the rail. Then Tapicero in Commandment. Break of 2.5. And then Condestable on the outside of Tout, who rides the rail, and then Daring David on the outside. And Harpoon has taken the lead as they come to the top of the stretch. 3/4, 1:11 and 2, and the favorite Harpoon is in front. Harpoon to the 8th pole, a 3-length lead. Commandment moves up into second, and then comes first bid, final furlong, and Harpoon's got a 4-length lead on Commandment. Harpoon and Luis Saez on to a convincing score here. Commandment second best, close third, Daring David or first bid.
Number 12, Harpoon, was right on target. Owned by Let's Go Stable, trained by Todd Pletcher, ridden to victory today by Luis Saez. The 8th race, contested at 1 mile and 1/16 on a good main track, originally scheduled for the turf. Scratch the 4, runs like a kitten.
They're off. Uncle Gare is sent out to the front. Cage Fighter on the inside, also fast onto the gate. And then it's Abel Baker Charlie, who came out running in third. Charismatic Pulpit is fourth to the outside. Great Rising Star is after that. And then Stall Walkin' Dude. 2.5 back to Crafty Unicorn. E-Biscuit at the rail. The trailer is Defiant. So they race on that first turn, and Uncle Gare is the leader. Paco Lopez got Uncle Gare out of the gate fast, and they're on top by a length and a half and run 1/4 in 23 and 2/5 seconds. Abel Baker Charlie, Charismatic Pulpit to the outside. Cage Fighter, the favorite, fourth along the rail, well in hand and 2 lengths off the lead. Then Stall Walkin' Dude going up on the far outside. Great Rising Star is next. E-Biscuit's only 4.5 lengths from the front. And it's 4.5 more back to Crafty Unicorn. And the trailer up the backstretch is Defiant. 47 and 2 for a half mile. Still Uncle Gare by a length and a half as they move for the far turn. Abel Baker Charlie, Charismatic Pulpit to the outside third. Cage Fighter saving all the ground fourth. 2.5 lengths off the lead around the far turn. Then Stall Walkin' Dude, Great Rising Star to the outside, and E-Biscuit is getting a bit closer from behind. It is still Uncle Gare, Abel Baker Charlie. Cage Fighter needs a way through. Stall Walkin' Dude is going up on the far outside. Then Great Rising Star. Cage Fighter in behind traffic here, 5th on the rail now as they turn for home. It's Uncle Gare in front. Cage Fighter's got room now if he's good enough, and he attacks Uncle Gare and goes on by. Cage Fighter right to the front. Going by Uncle Gare, and on the outside, Great Rising Star finishes well, but it's Cage Fighter to win it. And then it was Uncle Gare, followed by Great Rising Star and Abel Baker Charlie.
Number 1, Cage Fighter, knocks out the competition in the 8th race, owned by Ken and Sarah Ramsey, trained by Mike Maker, ridden to victory today by Julian Leparoux. We will take a short break and be back for the late Daily Double.
ExpressBet brings you a whole new way to play the races. An easier, better way to wager on your favorite tracks. With a more streamlined interface for faster wagering. With more handicapping insights from our world-class experts. With more racetracks, nearly 200 to choose from. And with your personalized multi-view wagering screen, your tracks, your wager pad, and your video are all on one page. It's simply the best way to play the races. Your way. Welcome to ExpressBet. Your way to play.
If you've got your crew in Miller Lite, you've got Miller time.
It's Miller time!
But what if one of your crew is Ken Jeong?
Zoink!
What's with the pig? Wait.
No way! The pig! Did you teach him that?
Yeah, I did. Sorry I'm late. I came straight from work.
Man, this line's ridiculous. No joke.
King!
I'm that guy from that thing!
Give me one. Miller one. Man, hey, wait.
It's not just a good time, it's Miller time.
The 9th race moved from 1 mile and 1/16 on the turf to a good main track. It's an allowance optional claimer for fillies and mares 3 and up. Scratch the 1, Memories Made, the 3, Sultry Warrior, the 7, Kitty Wine, and the 8, Whole Lot of Shaking.
They're off. Dreamlicious had the best start. Correspondent on the inside is sent for speed, and outside it's Wild Swava. These three will lead them into the turn, and Marilor will sit fourth. The trailer is Moon Angel, who's right alongside of Marilor, 3 wide on the first turn and 4 lengths off of Dreamlicious. Juan Leyva has Dreamlicious up top, leads the way by a neck. Wild Swava to the outside is second, and these two lead them onto the backstretch, and now they're side by side on the lead. Then Correspondent, Moon Angel to the outside, and now Marilor is last after a 24 flat quarter. Onto the backstretch they go, and Wild Swava sent to the lead by Alan Garcia, out there 3/4 of a length. Dreamlicious to the inside is in second, and then it's Correspondent, Moon Angel to the outside, only a length and a half off the lead, and Marilor is just 3 from the top as they continue the run toward the turn with a half mile to go. It is Dreamlicious by a neck. Now Wild Swava back to second on the outside. Moon Angel steadily gaining ground outside the top 2 as Correspondent gives way under a ride, and Marilor is now taken fourth. 48 and 2 for a half mile around the far turn. Dreamlicious on the rail. Moon Angel on the far outside. Wild Swava between them, and Marilor is right in contention too. Is going to go to the far outside, and here comes Marilor up to the leaders quickly now. At the top of the stretch, Marilor has made a move for the lead outside of Dreamlicious, and they have left the others behind. Moon Angel is third as they come to the final furlong. It's Marilor. Marilor and Jonathan Gonzalez have the lead over Dreamlicious. Marilor will win. Dreamlicious second, and then came Moon Angel and Wild Swava.
Number 5, Marilor, closes to win impressively, owned by Richard Sherman, trained by Dave Casson, and that gives jockey Jonathan Gonzalez his second win on the card. The 10th and final race, originally scheduled for the turf, 1 mile on the main track. Maiden claimer for maiden filly 2-year-olds scratched the 10, 11, and on the also scratched both of them 13 and 14.
They're off. And it's Secret C who comes out running on the lead. Secret C to the front from Chiranga, who's away with speed and fly in for the win on the inside, is also out of the gate quickly as the field races out of the chute. Secret C, the leader, fly in for the win, running in second. Chiranga follows in third. Then it's Coconut Row, followed by Brenna's Song in between horses. Then Slazara to the inside. Done 1 is 5.5 lengths off the lead. Then back to Go Solo. Punteada is next, and far behind is Great Cross. 23 and 1 was the first quarter as they head down the backstretch, fly in for the win, and Secret C. Secret C now to the front, taking over 3/4 of a length over fly in for the win. And then it's Coconut Row and Slazara. They went 46 and 2 for a half mile. Go Solo is 5th on the far turn, 5 lengths off the lead. Under a ride though. Done 1 is next by 2.5. Punteada gaining just a bit of ground past a tiring Chiranga and Brenna's Song, and now Great Cross is beginning to go by horses too. Just went by about 4 horses very fast, but Great Cross is 9 lengths behind. They went 3/4 of a mile in 1:12 flat, and they're coming to the top of the stretch, and it's Secret C off the turn in front by a length and a half. Slazara second to the outside, then fly in for the win. Go Solo, followed by Coconut Row and Great Cross on the far outside. And now past the 16th pole, Slazara takes the lead from Secret C. It's going to be Slazara to score. Secret C second, Great Cross got third, and then Coconut Row and fly in for the win.
Number 3, Slazara, scores in the nightcap, owned by Tamarind Stable and Luxair Properties, trained by Rodolfo Garcia, ridden to victory today by Edgar Zayas. In the pick 4, 404 paid $148.65. The pick 5, 5 of 5, $430 even. 4 of 5, $8.35. Pick 6, a couple of tickets, 6 of 6, $1,130.60. The carryover, $124,898.70. And here is today's claim. And that wraps up the Thursday action. Remember to come out and join us on Friday. We have 10 races on tap. And don't forget, New Year's Eve at Gulfstream Park, a great party here. Absolutely a fun time. You got to be here. Good night and good luck.